to welcome you all to the Ultimate Love Connection, our first seminar. It's a phenomenal seminar. You could, if we get loud and somebody say, we'll go ahead and do that. This workshop, seminar, class, whatever you want to call it, is the first of its kind, not only in this country, but in this world. I'm claiming it because while the message you will hear today is not new, the message is not new. We've heard it for eons. But what you're going to hear is being presented in a new light so that you can tap in and get turned on to the healing mechanism that's already within you. And what we call this is the superconscious living made easy. You will learn the 6 steps to superconscious living and how to be an exemplary leader in the world, in the community, for yourself and for your families and for your fellow human brothers and sisters. I'm excited to be here today. My name is Dr. Tamay Shinshiri. I have a host of number speakers coming up today to share with you how they apply this model that we're going to teach you today. But we're not just going to teach you, we're going to help remind you of what you already know. These are things that you already know within the depth of your soul. We're going to help you understand how to tap into that and how to unleash your greatness. What is our agenda today? We're going to go through very briefly, prepare you for this journey. This is a decision-making journey, one that takes commitment and fortitude for you to persevere through all the hardships and the situations that you might incur, not only today, but for the rest of your life. We're also going to talk about what conscious creation is. We're going to introduce you to the principles of conscious creation. You might be wondering, what is conscious creation? We're going to talk about that. Each and every speaker has their own perspective of what that means. And we're not here to tell you to hold on to a particular idea of what we as speakers are saying it is. We want you to understand that from within your own heart and allow it to be a part of your own life. So it's not a one message, this is it. It's a universal message that can be expressed differently from different people and different cultures. And you're going to have a number of different cultures coming up today. So Latinos are going to speak, African Americans are going to speak, Caucasians are going to speak, and I'm using those terms only for the purpose to show the diversity of the message, but the message is the same. That's what we're going to be doing today. Then we're going to tap into how can you start to consciously create dynamically in your life, transform and heal your life, where you may have roadblocks or things that get in your way in your own personality, your ego, and move into a new space of understanding about who you are, why you're here, and where we are all going as we traverse a new evolutionary mechanism on this planet that's going to transform and heal not only individuals, but cultures, the society, entities on the planet. But it takes each and every one of us taking action in our own lives to make it possible, to make this reality become real. That's what we're going to be talking about. I'm so excited about it. No excuse zone and the empowerment zone are the 2 fundamental areas of superconscious living that's going to help you tap in and get turned on to this new way of living and being in our world. The morning session begins with those things that I just previously stated, and then we're going to show you how to apply it every day in your life. As I said before, my name is Dr. Tamae Shamshiri. I'm the founder and CEO of Oracles of Truth Academy, and I have come to not only an understanding of these principles, but I have embodied them in my life. I live and exude these principles every day. With heartfelt commitment and fortitude, I am doing whatever I can to heal my own life and to be a cause for the healing of humanity. I'm an emerging speaker and author, and some of the curricula that you're going to see today comes from my own desktop. But it's not just me that has been writing over the last few years. It is the higher universal consciousness that's been channeling through me. And it will touch you in a way that will ignite it in your own being. Next, I'd like to bring up my partner and friend and colleague, Randy Hold. He's going to share a little bit about himself and what he's bringing to the table here today.
Thank you. Good morning. I'm primarily an emotional healing hypnotherapist. It's a term used to recognize that we all have a lot of stuff in there. We have a lot of emotions that we're dealing with, and there's some tools that I'm planning to teach today to help you just get rid of it and find your own truth and find your own alternative, superior alternative to whatever's happened in your past so that you can move on. Let it go and move on. So that's the essence of the emotional healing. The other piece up there is therapeutic shaking. You know, what the heck is that? Stay tuned. We're going to go through some exercises today that are going to allow you to find your off switch for any kind of a situation you've ever had that you've ever held in some kind of nervous energy. Your body's still holding on to it. Until you find the off switch, okay, it's safe, the danger's gone, you're still in kind of that fight or flight mode stuff. And so you need to learn how to release that so that you can come on back down to who you are, to your center. So you're going to learn some tools that helps you clean out your nervous system and kind of resets you in that space there.
With that, this seminar we have a number of objectives that we want to accomplish. One, we want to assist you with making a transition from your current level of consciousness. You're living right now at a certain level of consciousness or awareness, and we want to shift you to a new perspective of consciousness. Not only that, but we want to provide you with a set of tools. You have books, music CD downloads that are going to be given to you today, along with the workbook. The Ultimate Love Connection workbook are tools that you can use to unleash your greatness, right? And start to live a life with purpose, grace, and ease. And in doing so, we want to encourage you to interact with others in your team and be transparent in this process. Because transparency is the only way for you to heal. That means if you feel like crying, cry. It's okay. If you feel like laughing, laugh. It's okay. Because if you can't look at your stuff, the stuff that you're dealing with in your own life, and look at it and face it head on, it'll be impossible for you to heal. So that's what we want you to do. Each person will arrive at this seminar with a unique and sincere desire. You have to have a sincere desire to have your personal transformation. I can't do it for you. I can only live by example, and in doing that, touch, move, and inspire you in such a way that you will want to do the same, and that will have a domino effect in your life and everyone around you. That's what we're going to be doing today. What are some of our objectives? One, we want to explain the principles, as I said earlier, of conscious creation and how life is manifested through intelligent design. And the reason why we want to set that fundamental principle in motion and help you understand what that is because a lot of us are walking around and we don't even understand how it is we got here. We just assume that because we have a mother and father, that's the only reason or why we even came into the world. And you may have heard this before by your mother or father. I don't know if you're African American or not, but you probably heard the saying, I brought you in this world and I'll take you out. If you live in an African American community, your mother or father has probably said that to you at one point in their life. But that is not the only reason why you're here. You're not here because your mother and father decided to have children. And we're going to help you understand that that's only one aspect of creation. We're also going to help you understand and explain how human life is a process of gestation and stepping down in consciousness from a heightened sense of awareness. We're going to help you understand that. We're going to explain how life is co-created through the movement of ego and perceptual consciousness. There is a difference. We're going to help you understand what ego consciousness is and how that consciousness is what is radiating and permeating on the planet. And when you can recognize what that is, you can move into a new state of centered balance and balance where you don't have to be inside of your ego. And you can start to create life from a blank slate. Not on the past experiences that you had yesterday or 2 years ago or that you just had 5 minutes ago. That every moment is an opportunity for you to shape the world that you live in. Not just for yourself, but for everybody around you. And then we'll finally show you how to apply the 6 steps to superconscious living every day so that you can heal and transform your life and live in an authentic, exemplary leadership lifestyle. That's what we want to. We're creating exemplary leaders, not only for ourselves, but and for our professions, but also for the world. So we can go out into the world and be prosperous and creative, and we can create a world that is full of unconditional love. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready? I can't hear you.
Ready.
Are you ready?
Hey.
All right. Are you ready? Well, my fellow brother, Randy's going to come up and share a video with you and talk to you a little bit about, why this is an important decision for you as you move forward.
This line is tapped, so I must be brief. They got to you first, but they've underestimated how important you are. If they knew what I know, you would probably be dead.
What are you talking about? What is happening to me?
You are the one, Neo. You see, you may have spent the last few years looking for me, but I've spent my entire life looking for you. Now, do you still want to meet?
Yes.
Then go to the Adams Street Bridge.
Get in.
What the hell is this?
It's necessary, Neo. For our protection.
From what?
From you. Take off your shirt.
What?
Stop the car. Listen to me, Copper Top. We don't have time for 20 questions. Right now, there's only one rule. Our way or the highway?
Fine.
Please, Neo. You have to trust me.
Why?
Because you have been down there, Neo. You know that road. You know exactly where it ends. And I know that's not where you want to be. APOC lights. This is it. Let me give you one piece of advice. Be honest. He knows more than you can imagine.
At last. Welcome, Neo. As you no doubt have guessed, I am Morpheus.
It's an honor to meet you.
No. The honor is mine. Please, come, sit. I imagine that right now you're feeling a bit like Alice. Tumbling down the rabbit hole?
You could say that.
This line is tapped, so I must be brief. They got to you first, but they've underestimated how important you are. If they knew what I know, you would probably be dead.
What are you talking about? What is happening to me?
You are the one, Neo. You see, you may have spent the last few years looking for me, but I've spent my entire life looking for you. Now, do you still want to meet?
Yes.
Then go to the Adams Street Bridge.
Get in.
What the hell is this?
It's necessary, Neo. For our protection.
From what?
From you. Take off your shirt.
What?
Stop the car. Listen to me, Copper Top. We don't have time for 20 questions. Right now, there's only one rule. Our way or the highway?
Fine.
Please, Neo. You have to trust me.
Why?
Because you have been down there, Neo. You know that road. You know exactly where it ends. And I know that's not where you want to be. APOC lights.
This is it. Let me give you one piece of advice.
It's not my job to point out all the parallelisms. It's your job to remember. All right? So as we go through this, there are going to be different video clips from different movies where parallelisms will be presented, and we're going to give exercises associated with those parallelisms. And then we want you to reflect on how that applies to your life right now today. There is no difference between what you see on television and what's happening in your life. If you think there's a difference, just wait till you find out there isn't. So I'm excited about that, but I'm going to let Randy come back up. He's going to share with you a little bit about the decision. The question I asked earlier, are you ready? Because your answer to that question dictates the outcome of the experiences you're going to have here that's going to set you on course so that your life will never be the same again.
On page 7 of the workbooks, I think the question really is, do you want to fully participate? Do you want to fully engage? Do you want to put the effort in today's workshop? It's the red pill or the blue pill question. Because if you want the red pill, hang on to your hat, we're going to take you there. There could be some feelings that come up today that feel a little bit uncomfortable. The truth about feelings is they are short-lived unless you resist them. Let me say that again. Feelings are short-lived as they exit your body unless you resist them. So we're going to teach you how to not resist them so they can leave your body, so that you can feel better, so that you can move in the direction that you want to move forward. So that's a little bit of choose wisely kind of a question, because it really works. What we're going to teach you really works if you want to do it, if you want to go there, if you want to get better. And conversely, of course, if you're just kind of on the sidelines, on the spectator bench, it's not very powerful, and you may even decide, well, it doesn't work for me. So it's a are you in or are you out kind of a question.